Hey. Oh my gosh, so sorry that we're running just a few minutes late. It's over here on this side today, baby. Had some technical difficulties, okay?
So she had the charger. She had the iPad plugged into the charger, but the charger wasn't plugged into the extension cord. So we got down there, it was dead.
So why'd you have to tell him? Exactly.
Because clearly we know I wouldn't make those kind of mistakes, right?
No, he would just lay his ass in the bed and wait for me to fix everything. That's what
we both have our strengths, sweetheart.
Holding down a bed is yours.
I'm very, very, very good at it.
Don't mess with me.
All right. So what are we talking about? Congrats on the hammer.
Congrats on the hammer. Woo! Oh yeah. Thanks guys so much. So today, what you're tuning in for is you want to know what's next for the monster. I don't know if you know the news yet, but we'll get into that. And also, the second stage for top 8 was revealed. So we want to chat about both of those things. But before we get to that, be sure you've hit subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and let us know. Share. But let us know in the comments where you saw this alert. Did you get this alert from YouTube, or did you get this alert from Facebook, from Twitter? Where did you get the alert from, so that we can know how we're reaching you? But so glad that you're actually here. Looking forward to chatting with you, and we're going to get to a Q&A after we go over the business. All right? So first up, when we did our live chat last week after returning from 503, I got to say, we're a little more rested. Look at me, honey. I was looking tired. And thank you guys so much for not commenting on that, okay? Because tired equals old for Mrs. Monster. I wasn't appreciating that so much.
We're up in the years, We're up in the years.
A little bit of rest and it's much, much better, right? But anyways, we're rested. We kind of had an idea that Michael was going to be replaced in 504 after talking with Steve, but we didn't know it for sure yet, so we couldn't actually let you guys in on that. So let's go into that.
I'm extremely bummed.
He is bummed. Just before he goes into it too much, let me tell you, neither Matt nor Michael had a choice in the matter, and they both very much wanted the match. So all of the rumors can be squashed right now. Nobody backed out. Nobody was scared. Nobody was worried about
Well,
it.
I mean, Matt probably was a little scared.
He was not.
Did he not see that match with Dave?
That's
some scary shit right there.
So basically, that's what happened. All right, guys. They weren't expecting the match to be quite as... Can I use the D word?
I mean, you could use that word, or you could say one-sided, which may not sound as bad.
I think that sounds asshole-ish.
Okay, don't use one-sided.
Don't say that at all. They weren't expecting Michael to look so dominant. They thought it would be closer. All right. So after looking at
expecting both of us to come off that match with a little bit more wear and tear on us than probably what happened,
And so because of that, because it was such a dominant victory, they decided Michael won his way right on into the finals.
And I don't know if it's called finals this year. I think it's called Champions Night or something.
Champions Night.
And I was going to be the only champ that was going to pull more than once. You have one title defense. Rob Vision had one title defense. We won't see him again until Champions Night. Jeff Hell, one title defense. Won't see him again. My title defense. And then the next title defense will be Thea versus Malin. So those are all the champs basically just have a free shot. They wanted me on the card because LA is a very big event. And that's where all the investors are. And there's a lot of PR. So they're just going to fly us out. And I'm going to be a special guest and do a little commentating before the Dave and Deb match, and then do a little PR with them and stuff. I was bummed. I had about a week of semi-depression from it.
Y'all, he was because we were so excited, we were elated, and he needed to have that thing to focus, to move right into, right? And when that hit, basically it felt like his victory and his excitement was stolen.
A little bit. It's just, it sucked.
It sucked.
So,
but
so now I'm gonna be out there as a special guest. I have 12 weeks from Wednesday until you will see me September 25th. I had a very good plan going in today, so I'm gonna do 4 weeks more maintenance, maybe 20 pounds heavier than my normal maintenance, so that when I start again, like July 11th, I will have July 31st. I have like July 27th, 31st, I don't know exactly, 8 weeks again to just peak. We were 20 pounds stronger this time than I'd ever been previously in any prep ever. the goal now is to try to add another 20 pounds to the version that you just saw of what I was on my circuits. So, I probably, 258 strip this morning. I'll probably end up getting down to probably around 250 within the next 4 weeks, just all the way leaned out. And then it'll be time to pack back on some lean muscle mass, muscle fullness in those last 8 weeks, and try to become an even stronger version of the one you guys just saw. Because, there's a big match in the finals. I don't know who it's going to be against, but
there are at least 3 players.
4.
4 players that it could
Dave,
be.
Devin, Jerry, Todd.
All right.
Those are the people I could see.
Is there any chance that a certain Italian champion could be in the mix?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
Even if he was to beat Marcio, that doesn't give him a shot at the title. We got too deep of a division for someone to come over, and I'm not sure you can beat Marcio right now. So it'll be interesting to see if that match happens. But who knows?
It would be good. It would be good.
They could potentially bring in somebody from another country, but I just don't see that happening. There's too many. I think they'd love to see a rematch of me and Devin again for the finals, but there's a lot
because that would be the rubber match.
Yeah, technically he beat me 7 years ago. I beat him last year. I guess he beat me 8 years ago now. I beat him last year, and then we'd like to see Plus, he's kind of the face of the league, regardless of whether I'm the champ or not. You gotta really think Devin's kind of the face of this thing still. So I need to put that shit to bed. But also, a lot of people want to see me and Jerry, and I'm more than happy to
accommodate.
Yeah, absolutely. I will be more than happy to defend my hammer against
You need
Jerry.
You need to squash that talk.
Well, that's the only bad thing on my resume for the WAL, right? I've won everything I've entered since the 2017 finals, with the exception of that match, and there were a lot of factors.
There were a lot of factors. But anyhow, I see that some more people have jumped on. So glad to have you. Be sure that you've hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. And also, I'd asked everyone before you got on, please let me know down in the comments exactly how you heard about this live chat. I want to know how we're reaching you. Was it just from a YouTube notification, or was it from Facebook or Twitter, Snapchat? What was it? How did you find out about it? So anyways, Michael was just going into the fact that, yes, he was bummed about being yanked from 504, or actually replaced. Let's talk about the match that they replaced you with, because that looks like it's going to be a very exciting match.
Sylvain Perron's a bad dude. Some of
y'all
might not know who he is. Lumberjack by trade, and just a powerful individual. According to Devin, he had a replacement in his elbow, leg ligament tendon, something in his elbow, and they say his hook's stronger than ever now.
That's the same surgery you have in the left arm, isn't it?
Technically, it could be, but I don't know the way they said it, whether it is or not. My left arm one didn't take very well, because I've definitely never got back to my previous form on my left arm. But apparently this guy's hook's ridiculous, so that's going to be a good match. And that's one of the reasons, because LA is such a big event, and
very excited about going.
I was going to have to be the main event, because you couldn't have the 2 guys that I had previously beaten as the main event if I was on the card. And now you get to have what potentially could be a barn burner between these 2 Canadians pull before, to get the crowd hyped up for that main event match with Dave and Devin. So all in all, everything happens for a reason.
And it's going to be a great match. And I'm very excited about being there. What do I say? Pit side? What do you call it? It's not ringside.
There might be a surprise. That we can't talk about right now.
Well, there's definitely a surprise.
No one will know until the night of, but it could be interesting.
Yeah. You just want to be watching.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to be watching.
PR Rock, $2.99. Check this shit out.
Yeah. It's going to be very exciting stuff. So definitely looking forward. But you are going to do a little commentating, or at least a little special.
I'll go up to the booth there with Ben Holden. They'll pick up for a couple minutes and give my take on what I think,
the main event match.
What I think could happen.
Yeah.
Since I have been victorious over both those guys, who better to get perspective from than me?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you guys want to know what our thoughts on how that match is going to go, we will do a 504 predictions later.
Yeah,
okay?
Not there yet,
just as it gets just a little bit closer. But anyways, that's what's going on. Michael was replaced, but it's going to be a great match that he was actually replaced with. He gets a free pass. It's not really a free pass. It's the same thing that all the champions are getting right into the champion night, which is going to be WAL 506.
September 25th in Atlanta at Turner Broadcasting.
Absolutely, which is going to be a night of amazing matches. I'm so super excited about it. But the thing is, we won't know until after 505 who his person's going to be, who his opponent's going to be.
Well, and see, normally they announce the finals before.
But how can they?
I think they have to wait till after